Alright, so if you watch the video on getting the pony motor started on this, um, it won't, it doesn't have enough power to run the big engine. And the reason that is the head on the the left side on the pony motor is, it's working great. So when you if you have this petcock open and you start it, or you try to start it, it won't start. All the compression is coming out of here. There is plenty of compression in here. I actually wonder if it's running too hot because all this paint has burnt off here. But that paint has been sitting, not, it hasn't, this thing hasn't ran in so long that maybe that paint is just old and cruddy and that's why it's coming off. But it really looks like it's getting pretty hot. And with it running, you can feel some exhaust coming out here. So the head gasket may be leaking. This petcock may be leaking. You can just kind of feel it here, and it's so damn hot that when I realized that it was hot, so I couldn't like really isolate. I could start it cold and be able to try to isolate where it's coming from. But that being said, the other side, this side is like, after it's heated up and that side is so hot you can't touch it, this side you can still kind of, momentarily put your hand on it. I mean, it's relatively not hot, and you can turn this without burning your finger. So this one is not firing for some reason. One time one time I had this open, so I think this is open, and which is weird to me because generally with a valve straight up and down it's open, and then the opposite way it's closed. But for whatever reason, I'm pretty sure that this is actually open and this is actually closed. But so I had it open, and it hit, and when it hit, it popped. Compression came out of there, and that compression release, killed the engine or whatever for whatever reason. But there was no compression in there. I don't know why it's not getting compression. I have opened this and nothing comes out. One time I opened it and a bunch of stuff came out. It wasn't just pure gas. It was kind of a mix of a bunch of shit. Coolant, and I don't even know. I took this head off. I didn't find anything, any kind of a culprit that seemed like it was bad or anything. So I don't know if, and I have took the spark plug out and seen it's getting spark, but I don't know, is it just momentarily getting spark? Like sometimes it's getting spark is what I'm trying to say. Like when I had it out, it happened to be the one time that it got spark. The points and everything look good in here. Or other option, this head was very, very nasty inside. So could there just be crud in something where it's not getting fuel all the time, or not getting clean enough fuel? So I don't know. There's a lot of things going through my head of why this is doing whatever it's doing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it apart. I really want to leave that head over there alone because I know it's working. I know it's making compression. I know it's working. That's the only reason why this thing is running, is because of that head over there. So I want to dissect everything and try to figure out why this head isn't getting compression. So that one over there might be heating up so bad because if it's cruddy like this one was, it might not be getting coolant. So it'd probably be a good idea to take it off and just be a little bit more careful on that one so that I don't damage the head gasket. They're copper, so they're probably going to be a little bit forgiving. But I did damage this one a little bit, so lesson learned. I'll just be a little more careful on that side. And so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get to it, get this thing tore apart, and try to figure out why it isn't working. So I see how you tighten this belt now. This housing here that bolts to where the starter goes in here, it rotates. So that's cool. Well, I'm in there. Got it off. Actually came off really easy. Oh yeah, look at that. It's cracked. Yeah, look at that down in there. There's pieces down in there. Huh, son of a bitch. So that pony motor is garbage. I'm not sure what to do at this point. Oh, I see. It's that piston down there busted. That's what it is. I wonder if I can get another piston. See that? That's the piston rod. Huh. That's why I didn't get no... I guess that's why I ain't got no damn compression. Which ain't working. Well, what do I do now? I guess I gotta see if I can find a piston for it. I gotta figure out how the hell to... I gotta figure out how to get down in there to the crank in order to put the rod, to bolt the rod back to it. Well, here we go, I guess. Alright, I figured out that it's a 1954 and I can get a starter for it. You got to drill the hole because there isn't a hole there or whatever. So, but it's $2,005 plus shipping. So, because you have to have a starter, it's a 24 volt starter, and then you have to have the alternator, the whole works, the wiring and everything to convert it to 24. Take the generator off. So, I don't know if this machine's worth, you know, $2,500. So, I'd like to find a pony. If anybody knows where a pony is, let me know. I got a buddy that knows of a guy that has about every old piece of anything, kind of a hoarder guy. So I'm fixing to call him.